Wii U. Hey, GameBoyZero here, and today's question is, should you buy a Wii U in 2021? Well, that depends. Truthfully, it's not a yes for everyone. I could easily say yes, but it's mainly dependent on what type of person or gamer you are. So last week I gave an emphatic yes for the 3DS. And the reason is mainly because of its mobility and the fact that the library is so massive that there is a little something for everyone. See, but the Wii U, on the other hand, it was a little bit niche, and you either love it or hate it. And the Wii U has been dubbed one of Nintendo's biggest flops since the Virtual Boy. The Virtual Boy is another beautiful console that I love very, very much, and I'll be covering whether you should find it or buy it in 2021 very soon. But yes, the Wii U is considered a failure, which I might agree with it to an extent, but I would respond by saying the Wii walked so the Switch could run. See, Nintendo made some really silly decisions that assisted in the failure of the Wii U. One being the name, Wii U. People were confused. Was it a new system or an extension of the Wii? I already have a Wii, so why do I need a Wii U? Another was the Wii U gamepad itself. The system is absolutely dependent on the gamepad. See, for me, it's not such a bad thing, but if this thing fails or breaks, then I need to fix it or buy a new one. And these things are going for $100 online. And then there's the game selection. The library was a bit rough. With only 164 games in the US, it's hard to want a system with so few games. Thankfully, it is backwards compatible, so you can play a great amount of Wii games with this system. Another thing is that it's a scuff and fingerprint magnet, and easily you can see how many fingerprints I got on it already, and I did polish it before the video. Now, it's hard to say who Nintendo was competing with here because they're always running at their own speed. I mean, the Wii U had finally entered the HD market, but well after Sony and Xbox already did with the PS3 and the 360. But they were entering during a time where the PS4 and Xbox One was already here. So it wasn't quite next gen, but Nintendo didn't care. They never do. Nintendo does what Nintendo wants. Many believe that the Wii U was a public prototype to basically help fund the Switch. I can see that as Switch came well too fast. They usually milk systems for far longer than the Wii U was up and running for them. Now, why do I love the Wii U? Well, for the same reasons that it supposedly failed. It's different. Its gamepad allowed me to play AAA titles on the gamepad while someone else needed the TV. The game selection is few but great. There's some pretty cool games with exclusive features for the gamepad. One being the Arkham games. The Arkham games utilize the Wii U gamepad so well to investigate crime scenes. Another game is Minecraft, and indie games like Don't Starve. They use the Wii U gamepad for inventory and maps. It's almost like a 3DS in a way. Now, one of those games that I really regret getting rid of, which I hope to attain again one day, is Nintendo Land, and how it includes a fifth player for certain party games, like the Luigi's Mansion Hide and Go Seek game, where only you, the person using the gamepad, can see where everyone is while you hide or seek, I forget. Same for Mario Maker. Rest in peace.
It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
You are able to use the gamepad to work items and inventory. The Switch does it well, but not as well as the Wii U did, in my opinion. Regardless, the gamepad had some cool things going for it. Now you might say, but there are Wii U games porting to the Switch. Yeah, this is true. By the way, let me remind you that Breath of the Wild is not a Switch title. It's a Wii U title. The game was ported to the Switch. That being said, although this is true, there are also many games that aren't ported. For example, Twilight Princess. And if they do eventually port it, I won't mind owning them for the Wii U versus the Switch. In most cases, those games might cost a little bit less than the Switch title, so I'd go for the Wii U title any day. So now let's talk about virtual consoles. Truth be told, the library for older games on this system is far better than the Switch offers. Now they recently released Mario 3D All-Star, which definitely helps, but I love that I could own some gems through the virtual console that the Switch just isn't offering, especially in the Nintendo 64 library. Super Mario 64, Donkey Kong 64, Ocarina of Time, Kirby, F-Zero, Pokemon Snap, and let's not forget the Game Boy Advance and Nintendo DS. It has an amazing library. So if you have a Wii U, I'd hurry and get them, the games of course, because it's just a matter of time before they shut down. And there are other great reasons that I love the Wii U, and it comes down to the peripherals, the control compatibility, the homebrew ability, but I won't get too much into that. So the question remains, should you buy a Wii U in 2021? Well, if you're a gamer and need the latest and greatest of every game and don't care for the history, then no. But if you love Nintendo's history, even their failures, if you love retro gaming, if you love Nintendo's relentless pursuit for being functionally different, then yeah, you should. Nintendo is simply notorious for being different and cool. Regardless if the Wii U failed or not, they made something cool, and that opened the door for even greater things. And I can definitely see the system bumping up in price, mainly for the fact that homebrewing is huge and the community is alive and well. See, some cool facts is, because it has a built-in Wii system, the homebrew community has figured out how to run GameCube games on the Wii U. And that is very valuable to those who grew up with GameCubes. Not to mention the GameCube library is pretty large and has an amazing amount of bangers. So if you could find one, grab one. I believe they're going around like $150 or $200 right now. And I feel that is super affordable compared to what they might be going for in the near future. So what do you think? Is the Wii U worth having? Would you hook this thing up and play it now? I want to know your comments down below. So if you like this video, please show some love and like it and share it. If it's your first time here, please subscribe. I appreciate you taking the time to visit me today. I hope you get a Wii U sometime soon. Wii U! Peace. Oh, that was nice.
You got me feeling like the 90s.